This is Gilbert Andrew Garcia of A Tip from Gilbert, talk, inspiration, and prayer. Listen to my show every Monday from 11 to 12 on KWWJ 1360 AM, KYOK 1140 AM, KCOH at 1230 KCOH.com, Sangeet Radio at 95.1 FM, 1460 AM, KNTH News Talk 1070 AM, The Answer, and Latino Sports, KEYH 850 AM. Call in at 832-570-8075 and follow me on social media. See you then. All right, Houston and Harris County, this is Gilbert Garcia with another tip from me. Talk, inspiration, and prayer. Thank you, studio audience. And we are here, and I got to tell you, I've got, as Ed Sullivan used to say, a really big show. And I'm telling you, this is the show of all shows. And you're going to get a big dose of it here in just a moment. But I've got to just say, I had Jane Campbell on my show last week, of course, the goalie with the Houston Dash. And I went to a Dash game, and I'm embarrassed that I haven't been to a Dash game before, but I have been to Dynamo's because we happen to have season tickets. And I went Friday, and I tell you, if you haven't been to a Houston Dash game, you got to go. They got it going on. And I mean, Jane, you know, she looks really, you know, kind of like a regular person, but when she's on that field, she is fierce. And I mean, she had all these saves. I was all nervous for her because there's just all this massive ladies all around. And my God, they won 1-0 with a score like in the last 30 seconds. It was incredible. Houston, Harris County, let's support our team. Let's support women's athletics. And let's support Jane Campbell because you know what? They got it going on. Now, I want to also bring in two people. The first is, of course, a good friend of mine, and she does work for a group, and I'm not going to mention the group till I'm going to give it its big announcement. I'm going to give it the big announcement, and I'm going to surprise my guest here when I do it because he thinks I don't know how to say it, and he doesn't know that I'm prepared, but I am. But first of all, I got Sandra Strahan, of course. Sandra, you got it going on. You've been everywhere. You're like, remember that song by Johnny Cash? I've been everywhere, man. You've worked for everybody in City Hall. Yeah. You really have.
Yes, I have.
From Gordon Kwan to Sue Lovell to
Michael Kubosh.
Kubosh, I was going to say, who's our good friend Michael Kubosh? Man, what a hoot he is. Going all the way back to Bob Lanier.
Yes.
And I've been told, a birdie told me that you've now been married over 50 years.
Yes, I have.
Now, you probably got married when you were like 7 years old.
Oh, my God, thank you.
Because, I mean, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to talk a little bit about what you're doing because I know you're working with this group. And so there are some people in the universe that can just go by, you know, letters or one name. You know, there's Beyonce, there's, you know, Selena, there's Sting. Well, in these parts, there's N-O. You just call them N-O. And if you don't know what that stands for, you know what? You don't got it going on because everyone knows N-O stands for New Orleans. And New Orleans is all about, you know, Planet N-O. And we've got N-O here. And N-O is with the Universoul Circus.
That's pretty good. That was really good. You've been saving that one for real, haven't
I know.
you?
I am.
I'm not mad.
And this is the ringmaster.
Aha.
And I mean the master blaster of the disaster of the everything, the ringmaster. And if you don't know what a ringmaster is, you know what? By the time you're done listening to this show, you're gonna know what he's gonna bring to the show.
For sure.
So, welcome to the show, man.
Thank you so much for having. What an intro.
Was that good?
I thought my energy is on fire coming out of the tent.
Look,
listen to you, sir. Thank you so much for having us. What an amazing studio you have. What an amazing facility, an amazing team. Right? This is a great time already here in Houston. Houston, all my family out there, what's up?
There you go. There you
go, officially.
Well, you know what? I got to tell you something. I was looking at some of the clips of the circus, and this is not a normal circus.
Not at all.
This is like, I can't even describe it. It's like excitement meets music meets street dance, which meets the people, the community, which meets acrobatic. I mean, it's all like intertwined into just entertainment.
Yep.
Let's see if we can do a clip on there, producer of the show. And I want to get the website on, and I really want to make sure people know. And let's make sure we can turn on the volume there, because I can't hear it, but.
That's the website.
Okay. Okay, great. The bottom line is take a look at all that. I mean, look at all that. Let me ask you something. You're the ringmaster of all this thing. How do you keep it all together?
You know, the people often associate a circus with chaos. You know, it's a circus in there. And truthfully, our show couldn't be more organized from top to bottom. You know what I mean? It's just an amazing show that we put a lot of work into. That this is year 32.
Come on.
32 years and running. And like you said, there was nothing normal or average about our show. Thank you all very much. You know, from the energy that you feel, from the costumes that you see, from the music that's blasting through your ears, all the way down to the message that comes at the end through inspiration that passes on from generation to generation. It's very important to us.
Well, let's go back for a second, because Mr. Cedric Walker founded it.
CEO and founder.
Yep. And he founded it, it says here on my notes for my staff here, 1994.
Yep.
And it says here, I'm going to quote, and I don't know where this comes from, but this is what they says here. He wanted to create a circus with a large percentage of people of color performing, headquartered in Atlanta. That is beautiful.
Yep.
Because you know what? Like other things, you know, we were all shut out, but yet we have great talent in our community.
Yep.
And I think that's what this show shows.
That's absolutely what it showcases.
Well,
Me and you were talking for a little bit about this off air a few moments ago. And again, it started with there being a need. You know what I mean? And that's probably why it lasts for so long, because there's still a need for family entertainment. You know, and so he, our founder, Cedric Walker, had a vision and wanted to highlight that different nationalities and people of color are so talented, and where can we really showcase those things? And so that's where this whole variety show that turned into a circus kind of began back in 1994 down in Atlanta.
That's incredible. You know, when you think about diversity, when you get all this movement today that's like, oh, we don't want any diversity, boy, are they off base. Because if you look at anything in the world, anything, whether it's art, whether it's music, whether it's sports, and now here's another one on my list, whether it's a circus, whenever you had a more diverse group, it's better.
Yep.
My goodness, just like my staff and my firm, we are 75% of our staff, are you ready for this, are women, and then almost 70% are people of color. And of course, my wife always says, well, of course they're run by women, because women run the world.
Don't we all know, right?
That's what my wife says. But no, in all seriousness, we have people here that would never have the opportunity but for our type of firm. And look, we're one of the best. We're one of the fastest growing in America for the last decade. And that's why. Because when you bring in a lot of people, you cast a broad enough net to find the best, you're going to get the best outcome. Yep. But let's go back. Do we have a call already? Oh, my God, we have a caller already. Who is it? I can't hear you.
Hey,
JP. JP, are you there?
JP. Yeah, I'm right here.
JP, what do you got? This is Gilbert Garcia with a tip for me. And you've got all of my guests here. You got N.O., you got Sandra, of course. What do you got for us?
Well, I had a question for N.O. How do you get into this circus business? Like, how do you become such an important figure in a circus?
Yeah, where's the job description for this place?
I know,
how do you apply?
It seems like a pretty sweet gig.
Wow.
There you go.
Well, let me say, first of all, thanks for calling in, sir. My first year with the circus was 2012, and my background was in comedy. It was a physical comedy that I was doing. It involved a lot of dance and acting and stage work. Unlike now in this generation, everything is on camera. You know, I'm behind the phones.
Yep.
Well, my comedy was physical. It was more like a skits and think Saturday Night Live and stuff like that. And so me doing those shows around New Orleans, around Atlanta, and traveling around the country, the circus got a word of who is this guy with all this energy and, you know, and charisma, as they say. And that's where I got the phone call. I'll never forget it. The founder called me himself for the first time and said, hey, have you ever heard of the Universoul Circus? And I was like, sure. And he was like, do you know what a ringmaster does? And I was like, yeah.
You're like sorta.
You know what I'm saying? Sorta.
Yeah,
so he was like,
you're
well,
like, what
I'll tell you what, because he could tell I didn't really know, right?
You're like, Claude, what is AI? I mean, what does a ringmaster do?
And he could definitely tell that over the phone. And so he said, I tell you what, hang up the phone, YouTube it, Google search it, see if it's something that you're interested in, and give us a call back. Man, that took all of 30 seconds. I was calling them right back.
I'm ready.
Yes,
I'm ready to go.
I don't care what the pay is or what the was. I will do it. And that was 14 years ago.
Wow.
I'm still going.
And were you based your comedy in Atlanta?
Sure.
Okay,
At the
so
time
that's
I
how.
was.
So that's how they kind of
Yeah,
heard about you.
because again, with them being founded and started in Atlanta, and so during the off season, which is around December and January, that's where they typically build the next year's show, and it was just gods aligning. Again, being from New Orleans, our whole thing in New Orleans is hospitality, and so it's a very welcoming spirit that I have naturally, and I'm just a big kid, and so there are a lot of things that made up this gumbo pot, if you will, all of the ingredients that kind of go into the ringmaster title, and it's just a perfect storm.
That is incredible. Well, Sandra, let me ask you this. So what are you doing for the circus?
Well, I am the coordinator for the city of Houston. I do all of the outreach and all of getting everyone involved. So with my background and resources I established over the past 30 years, I have very good contact with all of the elected officials, all of the entertainment, some celebrities, a lot of community leaders, and it's just pulling all of them together. And it's a lot of work. We work very tirelessly behind the scene with the marketing team every day, all day. And they call me and say, God, do you ever sleep? It's like 3 o'clock at night, I'm up like Einstein trying to put the vision and the strategies and the logistics together to make the Houston the best Universoul Circus ever.
Well,
Okay?
are you like having fun though? You seem like you're having a blast.
I'm having so much
I mean,
fun.
you're radiating. When you came in, I'm like, damn.
Yeah, I'm having
I don't even
so
know if I
much-
can say that word. Can I say that
Yeah.
word, producer? Can
Yeah.
I say that? I mean, oh my
yeah,
God. Okay.
my poor husband has to hear all of this every day, and my kids and everything, and I have like 7 grandkids. So we get everyone involved. Like last night we were there. We had a nice night with the historically black colleges and everything and the Divine Nine. It was just really nice.
They showed up and showed out too.
Oh my
Oh,
God!
nice.
With their colors on, and
Wow.
it was just good. We had, I have to go backwards because last night was so touching to me because I also attended a historically black college, Bethune-Cookman University, and just to see my colleagues there last night was just touching.
How
What a place
wonderful.
to gather under the big top. Can I say this for a
Yes.
moment? I want to give you your flowers and say thank you for all the work that you do around Houston and around this country for our show. People come to the show and they see us, the performers. There is so much that goes into our production. As you hear her saying she's up at 3 a.m. in the morning, making sure that everyone gets the memo, hey, the Universoul Circus is in town and we want you to see this show. And so when we come out from behind the video wall and we see those tents, those seats filled with all of our family and friends and the smiles that are in the audience, thank you so much for
You're
those late night
welcome.
phone calls. And that's keeping you youthful, young lady, because you look great up here, right?
Doesn't she?
Thank you.
Yeah.
I
Well,
really appreciate it. And, I give my hats off to the team at the Universoul Circus. I mean, everyone is on point. I mean, from Cedric Walker, the president, he'll call me, get Sandra on the phone. I want to talk to her, So that's very special when you have the president of a corporation such as the Universoul Circus to call you. And, of course, Ben and my girl, Amari. I mean, that's my girl. I mean, she and I, we just kick it every day.
Yeah.
Oh, how
And
beautiful.
Darnell, I've adopted him. He's down in Miami. He's our promo marketing guy. He get everything out like instantly, like really, really quick. And I love working with people that follow directions and can move quick because I move quick. And you got to stay on top of me in order, right? Daisy and Mauricio are shaking their heads because they know how I work with them as well in the community.
Well, let me ask you this. I just got to ask if you don't mind. So you are celebrating, or you have now been married how many years?
51 years.
So let me ask you this, if you don't mind. What is the key to 51 years of bliss?
Well, it's work. It's just like a job. It's like 3 full-time jobs, okay? So you just have to stay on top of each other. Everyone have their own personalities, but you just can't let that get in the way of your success in a marriage. And I have 5 beautiful kids, they're all successful, and we have 7 kids, and we do everything together. Birthday parties, anniversaries, trips. I mean, I just got back from Spain and Portugal. My daughter called me and said, Mom, we're going to take you to Portugal. We're going to take you to Spain, your first international trip. So we do a lot of things together. We go to the zoo together. We go to the beach together. We go to the movies together. But the best part is having good old home cooking at home.
Amen.
And just teaching your kids how to follow into my mother's footsteps. So I have a beautiful husband. He's very patient. But he knew what he was getting when he married me.
All of this. He knew you were getting pow.
Yeah.
You're getting pow.
Yeah. I was a choreographer back in Florida. I had a very successful dance program. So when you come to the Universoul Circus and you see the beautiful dancers that they have on stage, I spotted one young lady and I told my husband, I said, that's me right there, the tall, skinny one, because I was so thin when I was dancing.
Well, I tell you
on
what,
stage.
you can put your dancing shoes back on and come to the next. We have another show opening this Thursday, so girl, put your shoes on.
No,
I think that's right.
I'd rather be the clown with the long ponytail. I'll be, what you call it, what am I going to be?
KK Fresh. I'm
Okay,
sorry,
now.
SS Fresh. SS Fresh. I'm thinking about
SS
KK, who's actually part of Fresh the Clowns, but you are now SS Fresh.
Well, I
young
always
lady.
wanted to be a clown because I'm just as humorous on the inside than I am on the outside.
Well, there's a clown, and then there's being one of our clowns, which
Yeah.
is Fresh the Clowns, and they are second to none around the world.
I can
okay?
keep up.
Oh, I know you can. I just have to let the people know that at home, this isn't just a clown that's silly. This is a clown with some swag.
Yes,
Well, you know
yes.
what? We got a lot more to cover. I'm going to come back to something about a story I read about Charlton Heston's wife. And I'm going to tell you about that in a moment. After this caller, we got another caller. Who was that? I saw the name. You said Jumpin' Jess. Jumpin'
yeah.
Jess, what do you got going on, pal? You're talking to the Universoul. And we got it going on here.
Okay, now wait a minute, because you are trying to come for my job. So people at home are going to hear this, and the office are going to hear this, and they're going to want you, not me. Can you slow down for a second?
I got it. Jumpin' Jess, what do you got for us here about the circus? Anything
today
else?
I want to say a shout out to all the Korean War veterans. It's today's Korean War Veteran Day, and we just had a breakfast here for all the Korean War veterans with the Barrio Boys, and we recognized all the Korean War veterans. So it was a great event, and now we're here at a Mesquite restaurant at 424 Broadway, and we're watching your show live on
No way.
as
Then
part of
let me
the-
give a shout out to the Barrio Boys, because let me tell you, the Barrio Boys got it going on. And I know all those guys, whether Dario is like still going. I mean, Pantojas, all of them. They're all good. They got it going on. So the Barrio Boys, they are a force. They are all veterans. They get together once a month. They got it going on, and I'm so glad you called, Jumpin' Jess. And let me ask you this. How many Korean vets do we have here at the Barrio Boys?
Oh, there was 5 Korean War veterans. We recognized them, and the reason was because they're considered the forgotten war. So we wanted to recognize the veterans on this day today, which is July 27th, the Korean War Veterans Day or Armistice Day. So we took some time, and thanks to Adrian Garcia, he sponsored the breakfast for all the about 50 veterans we had out here. It's a wonderful event, and we had some special speakers. It turned out to be a great event, and I said, it was over. I said, let's turn on the TV, and let's watch Mr. Gilbert Garcia right now.
Man, I'm so glad you did that, Jumpin' Jess. And to all my friends at the Barrio Boys, keep it going on, because you guys got it going on. And let me ask you, Jumpin' Jess, you got any questions or anybody there in your group for my team here?
No, I just want to congratulate. They should make you ringmaster. You did a good job out there with saying the soul circus, Gilbert. I think Gilbert, if you were the ringmaster, you would pack it in.
Woo!
There you go. See what I mean? I told you.
See, Eno's ready. Eno's thinking, come on, Gilbert, let's go. Let's do it together, man, because we're going to blow this roof off. Like Parliament. Remember, tear the roof off the.
Absolutely.
You know, I can't say the whole thing. You know what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean.
Tear the roof off with Gilbert Garcia.
Woo! Thank you, Jumpin' Jess, and call in.
Hold on one
anytime.
second,
Go,
Jumpin'
go,
Jess.
go.
Let me just check in with Jumpin' Jess real quick. Hey, Jess, when I say big top, you say circus, big top.
Circus.
There you go.
Boy, I think you guys had that plan. But you know what? I think it just comes out. It just comes out. When I say big top, you say circus.
Big top.
Circus.
Circus.
Oh yeah, we're locked in.
Amen. Thank you, Jumpin' Jess, for calling in.
And tell the Soul Circus to make you the official ringmaster one day, Gilbert. You'll pack it in.
I'll do it.
Sunday at 6:30.
Sunday at
Spoiler alert.
6:30, yeah.
Spoiler alert. You've asked and we've go ahead and submitted it. Sunday at 6:30. I'm spoiling the tea right
Do
now.
it.
Our guest ringmaster will be yours truly.
Bam. Mic drop. All right, let's go. I think we got another caller there. Was it a Bobby? Is there a Bobby? Bobby, are you there? Thank you, Jumpin'
Yeah,
Jess.
I'm here.
Go ahead there, Bobby.
I'm here, Gilbert.
Bobby, what do you
I
got
had-
for me, pal?
I had two questions. Well, what's the difference between a carnival and a circus?
What is the difference
uh,
between a carnival and a circus?
Carnival and a circus.
Let's ask
Well,
NO. Let's hold on. You're gonna have your second question in one moment. What is the difference between a carnival and a circus?
Well, a simple answer would be a carnival is more so rides. You know what I mean? Things
Oh,
that
that's
you can
right.
and buy a
That's
ticket
right.
for and go on and experience different rides around the carnival, games and stuff like that, which is a great time. But then there's the circus, and then there's the Universoul Circus, which is different from all of those things, right?
Amen.
And so, we have a show that is just fun and action-packed. And let's just say this. At a carnival, it's very unlikely for a motorcycle to fly over your head for 60 feet across the tent. You know what I mean?
Don't-
And fire-breathing stilt walkers coming out 15 feet tall. And, it's just so much activity and action. That's not just a game. It's a whole bunch of fun and a show that you won't forget.
But listen, I can't wait. But Bobby, you got that? I think that's a really
Yes,
good
sir.
summary. What else do you got for us, though? You got it. You got it all. Keep going.
Well, I guess I should make a comment and then ask my second question. But historically, in the history of circus, a lot of circus people were runaways. Sometimes, that was some negative connotation. But then, as a ringmaster, are you modeled after take the model of P.T. Barnum or not? P.T. Barnum.
Are you modeled after P.T. Barnum?
No.
Is he a model of P.T. Barnum?
No, sir. No, sir. And let me go ahead and clear something up real quick. That whole connotation of running away with the circus, it is. People ask me all the time, is that a cliche? Do people actually run away with the circus? It's not running away with. It is more so a place that we never want to run away from. You know what I mean? It is a blessing to do what we do, to work with the most talented and skilled people in the world. Most people in our show are the only people in the world that can do what they do. Wow. You know what I mean? And so the Universoul Circus gives us a stage to be able to showcase those talents where a movie theater might not give the same effect.
Oh.
A concert might not give the same effect. But the Universoul Circus, that's where you come and see the magic for real, for real.
And you're gonna just go, holy cow!
No,
I
no,
can't
you
wait.
will.
You're
You
gonna say,
will
holy.
go holy. How did they do that?
Yeah.
That's what we're all about.
That's it. Bobby, anything else you got, pal?
No, I'm glad he was able to clear up that myth because there's there are various myths. So unless you hear that coming out of the horse's mouth, man, don't believe it. Okay, thank you.
Now, I think I look a little bit better than a horse, sir. Okay, so no, I'm just kidding. I understand what you're saying.
Thank you, Bobby, for calling in. Call in anytime. Before we go to the next caller, let me ask you this, N.O. Y'all are on the road. I guess what you said, there's 2 months that you're not on the road. So you're on the road about 10 months. Mm-hmm. And are you gone every day, or you go a couple of days a week? Or what's it like?
Well, as you mentioned earlier, it is work. It is work that we have a passion for, that we don't mind doing. And so when we're on the road, it typically is all year. Very few home meals we get the privilege of having. So if you're at home, you want to cook us something, by all means, drop it off at the box office to us. Okay, I know I'll eat it. But we're on the road all year. It's a very demanding job. It's hard for our families to understand, but they also understand that we're gifted in what we do. We have a passion for what we do. So, typically we have shows Thursday through Sunday, and then Monday is a rest day, Tuesday is a rest day, or we'll take those days throughout the week and visit boys and girls clubs or elementary schools or city halls if we need to, come on the radio if we have the opportunity to. So it's not just around show times. It really is an all year, all around thing. And sometimes it goes into December as we have a Christmas show lined up.
Oh, wow.
listen, we are demand. And so our fans, our ticket holders, they're not really interested in what our off time is. They're saying, hey, when are you coming to Chicago? Right. When are you coming to San Antonio? When are you coming to Houston? When are you coming to California? So they don't want to hear, well, we need a couple weeks off.
Yep.
No, y'all don't.
No,
Come
right.
bring this show.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you go to the same cities like every year? Is it like a tour? Like, for example, Trans-Siberian Orchestra, which does the Christmas music and all that. They always come to Houston every year.
Yeah.
And we can count on them coming. Mm-hmm. Do you go to the same cities sort of as a tour like every year or no?
Well, we can't. Some of us, personally, these cities become our favorites. Like, I'm a huge fan of Houston. Being from right next door in New Orleans, I love coming to Houston. But, for example, us being in Houston doesn't allow us to be somewhere else. And so when you have cities like St. Louis and, Boston saying, hey, when are you coming here? Well, then we have to schedule those cities for next year. And then next year, while we're in those cities, Houston is saying, why aren't y'all back in Houston? Yeah. You know what I mean? It's the summertime. Why aren't you here? And so, again, the demand, here's a fun fact. The Universoul Circus has sold more than 25 million tickets.
That's incredible.
Top 10 on Ticketmaster.
That's unbelievable.
Think about how many companies and how much entertainment is on Ticketmaster, and we're top 10.
That's unbelievable.
I mean, it's a big deal, ladies and gentlemen. So, again, the demand and everybody wanting us to come around the country, we understand. We have places in Mexico and Canada as well wanting to see, in Europe as well. And so, again, all we can say is while we're in your town, universalcircus.com, ticketmaster.com, follow us on social media. So when we're here, you don't want to miss it.
So it's kind of like being on the road like a rock star. Rock stars go on the road, and it's tough for the families. Then they're off, and then they go in the studio. It's kind of that type of life. It seems like exciting, and the juice is from the crowd.
100%.
I mean, that's what it's all about.
I would be telling you a tale if I told you some days you woke up feeling human. Some days we have things at home that affect us, and the second you walk into the tent, and you smell the popcorn, you hear the audience rumbling, you see the line coming in from outside, all of those things are kind of forgotten about at home. And then we're on that stage pumping. And then when the show is over, we're kind of reminded of what we have to deal with. And then, again, that's just the human nature, which we don't mind. But to answer your question, yes, it is the audience that motivates us, that energizes us. So we encourage you to come to the show because our special sauce in our show is the audience.
That's right.
It's what separates us. We are the most interactive show in the world, and we're proud of that.
That is fantastic. Do we have another caller already? Who was that? Shiloh. Shiloh, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
You got me, Gilbert Garcia, the tip from me.
Boss man Shiloh.
Shiloh, what do you got?
I have a question for our guests from Universal. So, having an international, cast and crew, what is it like bridging language barriers during rehearsals? How do you make sure everybody's on the same page and that the circus runs smoothly and cohesively?
Shiloh, what a fabulous question. That answer is almost like living here in Houston. You know what I mean? Yep. You're talking about traveling internationally. That's like coming to Houston because there's so much culture internationally here, right? And so to answer your question, Shiloh, our performers are authentically from where they're from. If we announce they're from Havana, Cuba, they are. And so that's Hispanic. If we announce that he's from Guinea-Conakry, West Africa, he is. You know what I mean? And so when there is rehearsal time, there is a barrier that's up that we kind of push past through smiles and gestures and different ways of communicating, which is why there are some segments of the show that there's no talking at all. Sometimes a whistle and a clap can go a long way because everybody in the world, no matter where you're from, understands the smile. And so in rehearsal, those moments are very, very important. A thumbs up, a thumbs down, or let's do it again from the top. And so, honestly, we're not always able to understand each other through verbiage, but through body language goes a long way. And it's really cool also to see some of those international acts come over to the U.S. speaking no English.
Wow.
And then by the time December comes, they're able to have a full conversation with you just from picking up on everyday gestures.
Well, let me ask you this. Give me a sense for the size of the Shiloh, any follow-up that you got, though?
No, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you for calling in. Call in anytime. And again, for everyone listening, there is a 832-570-8075. Call into the show. Barrio Boys, you You got it going on. Houston Dash, man, y'all were exciting. And, of course, Frenchie's Chicken, I can't wait to get you on my show. You know, and I don't get paid to say that other than I love your chicken. So,
and I want to try your chicken.
Oh, my God. And, you know, and Taqueria Laredo, I love your carne guisada. And I mean it. I don't get paid to say that either. But you know what? I love your carne guisada. So let's go. Carne guisada.
I thought it was carne asada. How did
you
say it?
Carne asada is different from carne guisada.
I've been saying it wrong all these
No.
years.
Those are two different things.
I thought it was just steak called carne.
Carne asada is more of a flank steak cooked. Carne guisada is more of chunks of meat in like a broth, like a stew.
There's a difference?
Yes.
This is why Houston is so important in this country, because you get everything from right here in H-Town.
There you go. I think we got another caller. Before we go to that caller, I want to come back to you, Eno, and then I'm going to come back to you, Sandra, about the Charlton Heston. So just hold on to that thought. I want to come back. How many performers are there? Give us some sense for the size of this production.
Well, in its entirety, because there's not just the performers, there's the concession team.
Go for it.
There's the stage crew, the production team, which is lighting and all the wires that you see all around as you all have yourself. There's the lot crew, which travels to the city before we get there and sets up the stakes in the ground and block off everything. And so it's a big team of about 200 people.
Come on.
So we call it a traveling city.
As
far as our talent goes, you're talking about people from, we cover 12 different countries in this year's show.
Wow.
12 different countries under one tent. And so that's just a small portion of the entire community. Again, it's a traveling city.
200 people. That's monstrous.
That's a lot of carne asada, my friend.
Ain't that the damn truth? That's a lot of. That's a lot of Frenchie's chicken. And carne asada. But let me ask you this. And is there someone that's just, I don't know the right word, just in charge of just the people and logistics? Like, we got 200 people. We got to make sure they all got place to stay. We got food. There's got to be someone that's just in charge of that.
That is our talent manager.
Well, that might be the most important job of all.
Again, there's so many people, you know what I mean, that go into our show. It's unfair that the people come and are mesmerized by only the talent, because there's so much hard work behind the scenes. As we just mentioned with Sandra, our talent manager, Miss Erica Rawlins, Crystal Sion, and those people who keep everybody on their toes, giving us our information, our move packets, and so on and so forth. And it's just a lot that goes into it, and everybody plays a role to make this production happen. So at the very least you can do, Houston, is come see what we got for you.
I think come see what they got. I really mean it. And Sandra's going to give us all the how to get tickets and everything in 1 second after this caller. We got another caller. Is it Dr. Vicky Cruz? Dr. Cruz, Vicky, are you there?
Hey, I am here, Gilbert. I am here.
What do you think about the show? You got me, Gilbert Garcia. Of course, we got, Sandra's on the move. She's everywhere. She's just like, remember, I've worked everywhere, man. She's worked for every member of council, mayors, going back, 30 years, maybe even longer. And we have N.O. What do you got for us?
I am so excited about this. You guys it takes me back to when I was younger, man. I waited for that circus every year, and now it's like we have no more circus. And when we do have a circus, OMG, it's like, it's kind of challenging to go to those circuses sometimes, the big circles also. And, but I'm so excited about this.
Oh, it's going to be a blast. Have you been before? When was the last time you've been to a circus?
Oh my gosh, I can't even remember. It's probably about 4 or 5 years ago.
Well,
4 or 5 years ago. But go ahead.
Any circus that you think you've been to, you ain't seen a circus till you seen this one.
But you know what?
It's so true.
But Gilbert, I want to take and we have kids out there, with the little heroes. And I know that Daisy said, hey, Vic, if you want to take some heroes. I'm like, absolutely. I've got the bus and everything to put some heroes on there and take them. What do you think?
I think it's a great idea. Well, let me ask you this. How much are tickets? Do you know?
Well, they range at about from $25 on up, depending where you sit.
Yep.
And what day of the week comes matters. But I can tell you this, Dr. Cruz, right?
Yes.
the timing couldn't be better. So your heroes, as you call them, if you want to bring them to this weekend show, Sandra, I believe we have a special going on where
Yes,
the
we
kids
do.
can come in and get a free, something free from the concession area this
Yeah.
weekend, which is popcorn, cotton candy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what a great time to come in. And again, we have a theme going on for this year, and it's called "We Got You."
Yeah.
We got you.
Yeah.
So
We
if you
got
come
you.
and get your ticket, we got you. You understand? You
Yeah.
come and be on time, we got you. You want to see a great show? We got you.
Well, Vicky, let me ask you this: how many young people could you get for this bus?
Oh my God! Oh,
And
a
for
bus,
this
it's
weekend,
impossible.
and I'm on when? I'm on Sunday.
You're on
Sunday at
Sunday.
6:30.
At 6:30
on
Sunday.
the calendar.
What do you think?
Let's do it Sunday. I'll get a bus. I'll get at least 25 kids, 30 kids on there.
Okay, 25 times whatever that is. I'll buy the tickets at $25.
Well, then we got the funnel cakes. You see what I mean?
Yeah,
we
I'm
got
yeah.
you.
So I've got 25 at 25. That's just right. I mean, 25 at 25.
Look at us, magic in
I
motion.
mean, 25 at 25. I'm going to work it out with Miss Sandra here. We're going to figure it all out.
Okay.
Because I'd like to do that. Anybody else that's got a bus, call me right now.
Wait a minute, Dr. Cruz.
Go.
You're
I'm
bringing
here.
25 kids. I need you to do one thing. Be
I can
25
bring more
minutes
kids.
early.
I can bring more kids. Trust me,
Well,
I
please.
can bring a lot more
The
kids.
more, the merrier.
But,
We
I
want to
mean-
see them kids screaming, having a good time, and also creating memories that they can remember for years and years and years and tell all their friends as well.
I think she just said to me, Gilbert, I can bring 30. So if you can go up to 30, I'll bring 30. Okay, let's figure out if we can do 30. Let's try to do 30, okay?
Let's not stop there. Let's try for
Woo!
2,000. How about
There
that?
you go.
Hey, it'll
So,
fill up
Miss
the
Sandra,
place.
let's try to work. If you don't mind
Yeah.
making sure I can make this work.
Yeah, and that's August the 2nd.
Yeah, but
that's-
my firm is happy to sponsor it.
Thank you.
So, Dr. Cruz, let's get on that phone and get it going. Whatever
So,
permission
Sandra,
slips
am
or we
I
got to
hearing-
do.
Sandra, am I hearing that you're going to match Gilbert's 30?
no, I'm going to work with Gilbert to match 30.
That's called the correction, my
Hey,
friend.
we have a big day planned for August the 2nd, and we are basically focusing on Hispanic heritage. Univision Day is what we're calling it. So at 12 o'clock, we have our very, very strong leadership in women that will be honored. We're pitching for 12 honorees. At 3 o'clock, of course, you have my good friend, Commissioner Adrian Garcia, who will be the ringmaster, and he's coming in strong with some of our city council. You know, the first time in history we've had more Hispanics on city council. And I think that is really, really something to applaud, you know, to look at the direction that the city is going. So I'm very proud of that as well. And of course, at 6:30, we're focusing on music and dance and theater and sports with Gilbert. So please come out. Sunday, we need to pack the house at 12 o'clock, at 3 o'clock, and at 6:30. We want everyone in Houston to come out and celebrate with us.
And are those three different shows?
Yeah,
Is that how that works?
three different shows.
So there's a 12. There's a, and
Yeah.
let's, if you could, Vicky, only because I'm remastering with NO here. Love to have you at 6:30 if that could work. If it's too late, I
I will
understand.
be there. No, I'll talk to the heroes and make that happen. I want to be there when you're there and
Woo!
we can shout you out and everything. So absolutely, we will be there with our capes ready to go. And so if you want to know more about us, more about the organization, mission1usa.com. I also have Hero in a program for GLOWs. The Hero program is the growth mindset. GLOW is for girls learning, loving, and living our worth. So we've taught up to 700 students girls how to know their worth, right? How to have their identity, boundaries. It's okay to say no and everything else behind that. But with Hero, we teach them on respecting is a big part of that program, respecting our values, respecting our differences, our cultures, and bringing the kids together as one. So it's really important. But I appreciate you, Gilbert, for upcoming backpack drive, August the 1st at Marco Gonzalez, the law group over here, the Gonzalez Law Group, 1,500 backpacks to the underserved children. So if anybody's listening, please. Students our way or little ones 9 to 12 p.m.
Woo!
You know, so we backpack.
Dr. Cruz,
Right.
thank you for all that you do. We'll work it all out, but I've got you spotted for 30, and hopefully we can fill it all.
Awesome.
Thank you for calling in. You see that? Just like that. Just like that. No, that's a great thing. We're happy to do it. I want to come back for a second because talk a little bit about the family open house. I'm told that that's what y'all do to get a free show for homeless, et cetera. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Sure. Well, it's very important that we give back. And so typically when we go to a city, we have a community night. It's normally on a Wednesday, where it is just an open house of those who are underprivileged that are able to come in, escape their problems, and, be a part of, feel included. And we go out there and give them the same energy, the same smiles, the same laughs, the same show, and have them to go home with a special moment as well. And so that's just really big for us, whether it's our community night under the big top or, again, just going out to different boys and girls clubs or schools. We've gone to playgrounds and those performances. It's a real thing.
I can't believe it. It's going to be fantastic. I can't wait to go. I can't wait to go. I'm going to come back to you now, Miss Sandra, which is Charlton Heston, because you've been married 51 years.
Yes.
So they were in.
He's fascinated by this because she doesn't even look 50. How do you get married at 0?
I told
right?
you she got married at 7.
Unbelievable.
She got married at 7. So I'm going back to something because I remember an interview with Charlton Heston's wife, and everybody remembers Charlton Heston, the great actor. And for young people that don't, I'm going to explain in just a second. But they were talking to his wife about being married to Charlton Heston, and they were celebrating 50 years. And they said to her, "What's it like being married to Moses, and being married to El Cid, and being married?" Because he's had all these Ben-Hur, and he was on the Chariot. He's been all these iconic roles. What's it like being married to him? And they, she gave the line about, well, it's been this and that, the normal stuff. And they said, well, in all those 50 years, tell me really. And she goes, well, put it this way. In my 51 years, I've never thought of divorced. But in 51 years, I have thought of murder.
No, I wouldn't murder my husband.
I'm just
But
telling you.
have you thought about it?
I'm
just telling you what Charlton Heston's wife said. She never thought about divorce, and heavens knows she said, but I have thought about murder.
Can we get Sandra's husband to call in and confirm this, please?
Well, Daisy and Mauricio met my husband, and they know he's a fantastic guy. What goes on behind closed doors stay behind closed doors. Okay?
That's the longevity of the marriage right there.
So don't let it leak. Just keep it there.
There you go. There you go.
But my husband's very much involved with sports, and he spends all of his time now playing golf. He's a golfer, and watching CNN. He consistently watches that, and every now and then we go fishing. He and I like to crab. He likes to fish, and so we do a lot of fun things together. But primarily, everything is really centered around our grandkids. Our grandkids is who we love, and we just love all of them. I have a little 3-year-old that's running around yet. She's not ready yet, but they're all of them are here in Houston.
Tell your husband he should watch CNBC in the morning show in the morning, because I'm going to be opening the show.
Okay.
For real.
I'll tell him that.
I'm a contributor, and I'm going to be talking tomorrow about the new Fed chairman, et cetera.
Nice.
And so that's, So.
Well, Gilbert, one thing about Cedric Walker, he believes in the family. And in the very beginning, we got started in June, and Amari would call me and say, I got these tickets. We got to give them to families. So Cedric Walker gives to the families, and he want to make sure that families are at his circus. So we did a lot of that, spreading the love around the city. At Parks and Recreation, we had a lot of sneak peek shows where was there, so my salute to Houston Parks and Recreation with Nakia Lewis. But, a lot goes on in our community, Gilbert, as you know, because you've been around all the communities in the city. The entertainment, we have local entertainment that we bring in for our pre-show. And we are looking at Stephen F. Austin High School Band. And of course, Charles Stamps, who was also one of my ringmasters, he's very much involved with a lot of the high school bands for his parade. So they have a 250-piece Space City High School Band.
Come on.
And we had them on in the very beginning of the show. And thanks to Charles Stamps, he's just a wonderful guy to work with. But as far as our honorees, we've had a of course, we had Congressman Al Green. Last night we honored him, the famous Yolanda Adams.
Yep.
We have given her the Presidential Award, entertainment attorney Ricky Anderson, Ronald Reynolds, Kim Davis, with sports for the youth. Everything has a theme in the beginning of the show. We have Hospitality Day. You were talking about food. As a matter of fact, you're welcome to bring French's chicken to the crew. Just send it over there. I mean, I heard him say he never had it, but my God, when you come to Houston,
You
must
gotta have
French's
okay,
chicken.
you put me on game, Houston. So French's chicken's right.
Yes.
We'll have Gilbert to feed the crew.
Yes.
Okay.
As long as they got some spicy, I'll take it.
Oh, it's very good. I mean, it's a chicken dish that you just want to come back to Houston just to have the chicken, of course. But anyway, I just want to tell you, we had Trader Truth. So we had a lot of celebrities at the circus. It's not all about their production, it's about Houston's production and what we're bringing to the city as well and bringing to the circus. So I want to thank everyone, all my volunteers that work with me, Judy Falston.
Yep.
That's my
Give
girl.
a shout out to Judy.
Hey, Judy, I love you,
Judy,
sweetie.
if you're listening,
I love you.
If you're listening,
that's my girl.
There's like 4 of her. She's everywhere.
Yeah, well, she and I chat every day. She's been very instrumental in helping me and Amari bring radio and so many other things to the table. She's just a wonderful person.
Amen to that. Amen to that.
Yeah.
Can I piggyback off you for
Yes,
1 second?
sure.
Go.
Okay, so here's the thing. When you talk about our founder, Cedric Walker, being big on family, one of the coolest things that we experience under the big top is, listen, if you've never been to the circus before, begin, right? Make it a start, because it is so cool when someone comes up to myself or Zeke, and who's been there the entire 32 years. Zeke is our Soul Circus original. And they show a picture of them as a child being brought to the Universoul Circus 25 years ago by their mother or their father. And now they're saying, look, this was me 25 years ago, and here I am bringing my son, my children to the Universoul Circus, creating generational memories. So again, that whole family thing is real, and it's genuine.
Wow. I'm getting all like, because I feel it.
Yeah.
And it comes out in y'all. I get it. I can't wait to be on the,
Hey,
on
Gilbert,
the show.
you should see the diversity. I'm very observant. So I go to the circus and record, videos so I can send photos and videos back to our marketing team, because we strategize and we put all of the logistics together and we agree. That's what's so good about working with this trio, Amari, Donnell, and Sandra. We are a team that strategize for these guys to make sure that they are doing or giving the best to the people that we're working with in the community. So
Well, that is fantastic. We had a lot of people sending messages. I saw Hannah, and there was someone that said they were watching it live. Was it Alfred said he was watching it live? Or Hannah said something? Or well, hold on. Go back to her. Where can we buy tickets for the circus? One more time.
Oh, well, I thought you'd never ask. Again, that would be universalcircus.com, okay, ticketmaster.com, or bypass all of those online fees and just come straight to the box office at Sam Houston Race Park during our box office hours and get those tickets right there in person so you can drive away with them, because it just feels better to have them in your hand, right?
Oh, I agree.
Of course, if you're online, if you want to sit at home and buy them, by all means. But if you can, stop on down to the box office and see the big purple and gold tent. You can't miss it. And that purple and gold tent has the AC blast in Houston, okay? Oh, it feels amazing in the inside.
It does.
Let's do it. And I saw someone else. What was the other one? There was someone said, enjoy. Look at that, Judy Foster. She just came on, enjoying the show. You're the best.
You are, by the way, Gilbert.
Well,
you really are.
That's kind of you. Watching the show on YouTube. Thank you there, Oliver. I don't know. I saw a couple of others, but the bottom line is Houston, Harris County. I really think this is going to be a show you're going to remember. Can we do that clip that's on their website? Can we do that? But you can't do any sound, huh? Oh, rats. Okay. Bottom line is, look at that going on.
Well, that's where our social media comes in. If you can't get it on this website, go to our Universoul Circus social media page. That's on all social media platforms. I promise you the sound is on there and a whole bunch of clips and videos that you can't miss.
God, look at that motorcycle going above the head there. Go back to that motorcycle. I mean, I just saw that. I was just like, holy cow. Look at those guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
As
come
you can
on.
tell, Gilbert is very excited. We're excited to have him on the stage on Sunday. I mean, I just can't think of a better person than Gilbert Garcia to be
I
on the
agree.
stage.
Well, that's
I
so
totally
that's so
agree.
nice. Look at those costumes.
Well, speaking of costumes,
look at those
Gilbert, what a
costumes.
great setup, sir.
Yes.
Go.
Sandra, you know what? I can't wait to see, and all of our listeners right now can't wait to see what you're going to wear
my God.
Sunday, August 2nd at 6:30, Mr. Guest Ringmaster. You look nice in your polo
Yeah,
shirt
but wait,
right here.
Now you know I already got my outfit.
I didn't know
yeah,
that,
yeah,
but
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
excited now to know that.
And by the way, I got my hat and I got my cane.
My man.
I already got it.
Does it sparkle?
Well, it does under the big under the lights.
The lights are going to make it shine, right?
Listen,
I know that's
I'm
right.
going to bring my game.
I love it.
I'm going to bring my game.
I love it.
I'm ready. No, it's going to be wonderful. Houston, Harris County, please go enjoy it. There was another question, Miss Griffin. Let's go back. She said, "How can you buy tickets you can't afford?" Miss Griffin, listen. Call me. Call Dr. Cruz. Let's find a way. So the bottom line is, my call-in number is the same as my show, which is 832-570-8075. Paula, thank you for supporting our community. God bless you. Thank you for saying that. But Miss Jocelyn, hopefully you got that word from me. And let's keep going because we got a lot more to cover here in the last few minutes. Because I want to go talk about this Food for the Soul program. So that's where y'all are doing things to stock up food for the food bank and all that. Tell us about that.
Well, we just had a really, really nice community involvement program with Magic 102 and 97.9 The Box, that whole family on the Radio 1. We were at Kroger grocery stores. And, you know, our team, some of the circus acts came out and we donated water to I think it was to the Star of Hope, or I may be, I'm not sure.
Understood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, again, the president of the Universoul Circus, I've always known him to give back. You remember when we had the big storm about a year ago? The first thing came to his mind is that we must get water to all of the people in Houston. And he had trucks full of water pulling up at Butler Stadium at the time, is where we had the circus in the past. And by the way, it is at the Sam Houston Race Park. I want everyone to know that. The circus is in another location on the north side at the Sam Houston Race Park. In the past, we have been at Butler Stadium, but we have seen a lot of growth with the circus, and whatever it takes to try to get some type of community love back to the community. The president, I've never seen anyone like this. This guy's mind just flows with the community to give back, Gilbert.
That is so great.
May it be food, may it be
Yep.
water, may it be tickets for underprivileged kids or that, you know, can attend the circus. He's just great. I mean, I love his heart
it's
and his
contagious.
spirit.
Yeah,
It's
it's
contagious.
contagious.
I
And there's
mean,
plenty of parking. It's easy. I
Of
mean, there's
course.
plenty. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
it's,
Yeah.
and this is like just come one, come all.
Come
Right,
all, just
right.
be on time. We don't want you to miss a thing. If your
Please.
ticket says 12 noon,
You better get
there
there.
a few minutes early because
Yeah.
our show starts on time
Yeah.
and it is action-packed and thrilling as soon as we hit the play button.
Come on.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
yeah.
I cannot wait. Well, Eno, let's come back for a second. So when you were young, Eno, you know, a young man, you know, did you ever think you'd be doing a ringmaster and traveling and being a rock star in these different, you know, communities? Did you ever think that?
My childhood teachers would say they knew it because I was the class clown. Let's just call it what it is. I was
Yeah.
the kid in school that just wanted to make everybody laugh and have a good time dancing in the hallways, you know what I mean? Not the one that stayed in trouble for the wrong reasons, but I was just a big ball of fun. And it kind of still is that way. I'm just a professional child, you know what I mean? And so whether growing up, I knew one way or another I was going to be on somebody's camera or somebody's stage. My first passion, my first love was basketball. I got a nice jump shot, I'm just saying.
Is that
I'm 99% from the free throw line, sir, even
Yep.
though I've only shot one free throw. But it's okay.
But you made
That's
it.
not the point. But right now, I know I'm where God wants me to be. I know where my calling is. And it's amazing to see what my personality was as a child and how that was on purpose. Here I am as an adult. I was the kid in the living room for Thanksgiving where they made me go up in the front and make everybody laugh and stuff like that. And now I'm sitting in a ring doing the same thing.
That's incredible.
Man, God is so good.
And NRA, let me just tell you, he is fantastic on stage. I mean, his fanfare, just coming out there with the energy just lights up the entire.
I'm sorry, what was that? We
arena.
didn't hear you. What was that?
I'll say it again. The energy that he has, his dance movements, his costume, that's why he wants you to have on glitter, because he's going to have on glitter underneath
I like
the
the
big
sparkle.
top.
I like the
okay?
sparkle.
And it is just beautiful. Every show has a different outfit with him, because if you come to one show and you come back and come to the next show, he's not going to have on that same outfit.
Come
It'll be
on.
another outfit.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Well, let me come back for a second. So, who inspired you? Where did you get all this? Was this just you? Or was there someone that you saw, you know what, I'm just making this up. I want to be like, I'm just making this up, Richard Pryor. Or I want to be, back in the day, these great comedians that were great performers, magnificent. I mean, who inspired you?
That's a great question. So that's a three-part answer.
Go.
Number one of my favorite comedians is Martin Lawrence.
His
facial expressions and just physical
Like, on Do the Right Thing? Remember that movie? There he is. He's got that look. I love that.
Martin Lawrence is one of the greatest of all time. And secondly would be Jim Carrey.
Yep.
I am a huge Jim Carrey is a slept-on giant in the comedic world. That's number two. And then my first year with the Universoul Circus was 2012. My second year in 2013, I had the privilege to work with the OG ringmaster himself, Casual Cal, of the Universoul Circus. He's the one who started the show 32 years ago. And I got a chance to work alongside of him. Not really an intern, but we shared the stage, and I saw how he would have done it. You know what I mean? Think about a quarterback being drafted, but getting that 1 year to sit and learn the system.
Yep.
And so Martin Lawrence, Jim Carrey, Casual Cal are who groomed me to be the ringmaster that I am today.
How beautiful. What's interesting about Jim Carrey is he's one of those persons that can do things with his face, his facial muscles. He can do all kinds of things. I think that's what made him so special.
Now watch this. Notice his facial expressions, there's no words involved.
Yep.
You understand his
Yep.
comedy. You understand the point he's getting across without a single word.
It's
and
incredible.
again, those things add into the gumbo pot. You know what I mean?
Yep.
To form a ringmaster that truly does try to get a message across to everybody around this country.
And when you do a show, do you ever feel like, is every show different to you from your eyes?
Yeah, well, every audience is different.
There you go. And what do you feel? What's the vibe? I mean, do you see like some audiences are nothing but younger people, some are screaming louder than others? I mean, what are some of the things that when you're a performer, when you all are backstage, you say, boy, that audience was just killer today?
Well, here's a little fun answer to that. So sometimes we understand that the 12 o'clock show on Saturdays and Sundays, families are just kind of just getting up, just getting into the groove. And so you're not ready to scream and yell at maybe 11:30 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And then we force that out of you. We are going to make sure, that's why we're here, we make sure you have a good time. And so that compares differently to those who waited all day long to that 7 o'clock show, where they have been waiting all day long to get up under the tent. So they come in ready to scream. And so those are just some of the little differences that we notice. But regardless, we have a show that makes sure whether you come at 12, 3, or 7, as soon as you walk through the tent, you're going to feel special. You're going to feel included, and you're going to know, as our theme for this year's show, is that we all belong. If I can just dive in on that for one moment, what that really means is in a world where everybody's trying to be different and set themselves apart, it's important to recognize what includes us, what makes us one, what do we have in common? And so that's where it doesn't matter where you're from, doesn't matter what your financial status are. When you come up under the big top, we all belong right there for you.
Woo! Hold that thought. We have another caller. Let's get this one in. Is there hold that name up again? Drake. Are you there, Drake?
Yes. Can you hear me?
I can, but speak up a little bit. Speak up a little bit.
Okay.
You go.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just wanted to make a statement about that circus, man. I tell you what, I took my family to see that circus the other day, my grandchildren. And boy, I've been talking about that. I've been y'all advertisement. Every person I come apart, coming in their presence, I'm telling them to go see that circus. I just left my family reunion, and I was telling my brother-in-laws. I have one brother-in-law that has never been. I said, man, you got to go. And let me tell you, my wife took a picture of me unknowingly. And she showed it to me, and I'm sitting up there with my head up, my mouth wide open, like a fly could fly into my mouth. because I'm amazed at what I'm looking at.
Thank
I
you,
couldn't
brother.
believe what I was seeing, man.
Wait.
So, and then I'll share this last thing. That circus makes you laugh. It'll bring a heartwarming tear to your eye, because the deal that y'all did in the end, where they're holding the globes in their hand, and I think y'all playing Kirk Franklin, "My Life Is in Your Hand."
Yes, sir.
Man, it made me grab my granddaughter.
Well, you know what?
Thank you, Drake.
We're running out of time. I'm going to hug you on the phone because that was fantastic on
Yes, sir.
cyberspace. Thank you for calling. Call in anytime. Now, you probably thought when I said we're going to be on an hour, you probably thought, what are we going to talk about for an hour? We're out of time.
Just
like that. Just like that.
Time.
You got about 10 seconds. What do you want to say to Houston, Harris County right now?
Be on time, universalcircus.com, ticketmaster.com, and always remember, when I say Big Top, you say circus, Big Top.
Circus!
God bless you, Houston.
There you go. You heard it here first, and we'll see you next time.
Going showing big shoulder. Oh, God.
All right, Houston, Harris County, this is Gilbert Garcia of A Tip from Gilbert, Talk, Inspiration, and Prayer. Watch and hear my show on YouTube, Facebook, RSS, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. And follow me on social media. See you then.